The top news headlines: 6 more ministers sworn in. Governor La Ganesha administered oath of office and secrecy. Manipur's Hill Areas Autonomous District Council Bill 2021 will surely be passed without affecting interests of both hills and valley seas, newly sworn in Minister Letpao Haukip. And as long as waste thrown into Nambul River, Loktak Lake cannot be safe, asserts Minister Y. Khemchan. A very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News in Focus with me, CHENGLEINGANBI KHAIDEM. The news in detail. The BJP-led coalition government in Manipur was expanded today with the swearing-in of 6 more ministers. The oath of office and secrecy was administered by Governor La Ganesha at a solemn ceremony at the Raj Bhavan. The 6 newly inducted ministers are MLA of Konthausam Assembly Constituency Dr. Sapam Ranjan, Sekmai MLA Haikham Dingo, Nambol MLA Thongnojam Basanta, Tengnopal MLA Letpao Haukip, Khurai MLA Leisangthem Susindro, and Chingai MLA Kasim Vasum. MLA Kasim Vasum, who won the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly elections on NPF ticket, is the only non-BJP MLA who was sworn in as a minister today. Speaking at the swearing-in ceremony, Chief Minister Ann Biren stated that it is obligation of the government to translate into action the commitment and promises made to the public before the election by the BJP. He also assured that the government will give all our efforts to materialize all the promises and assurance given to the public. The Chief Minister further said the portfolio of the newly sworn-in minister will be announced within 2 to 3 days.
Vote की election में तमने प्रजा पी की भाई कोई commitment, कोई assurance में हम लोग sport deliver तो वाइज कोई government से की था उन्हें तो ना कोई word putting द प्रजा कोई ना पी की commitment में हम लोग निंग बतूंगन ना बा deliver तो उन्हें होना रहनी है ना तो दी just तो दी कोई में हम ने कना तो उसी के ताना बखोना बदू की वाला मी district लोग छुबोंगा मोय district रात रुंगे में ले टाइम तो इकते नहीं कमाई पी नहीं ngasi नोनी से पिरा नहीं लोग.
Speaking on the occasion, Letpao Haukip, who was sworn in as a minister for the second term, expressed pleasure at becoming the minister for the second time. He assured that he will work for inclusive development of the state, keeping a strong belief in the proverb, "With great power comes great responsibility." Expressing displeasure at the disagreement between the people of the hills and the valleys seen in the state, Letpao Haukip said he will work towards bridging the gap between the valley and hill people to usher in peace in the state.
Minister no namu oirak pasi adum nungai, but sometimes great powers comes with great responsibility na aduna akhoi gi Manipur gi tawgada ba semgada ba mayam awat pa mayam am leira ngasai su panjara chinga tamga leinari ba mari amaga thajana da ba man ba pot ama hek leibase thamoi nung da yam nungai jada ba Manipur akhoi chapmana na nungsi janana leimina bagi kamai tawraga tawsige haibasi la kan the development when there is peace, development definitely will come. Akhoi Thamsi chaukat pai de adum masana laksaga do potni aduna isingi adagi leidana livelihood ki sustainable resources mayam kamaina popi si kamaina mahut ama piraga praja sing si independently moigi sustainable resources to piraga mahutta si tohan ki ba aduga nisa gi mayokta changsali ba pot ase government na kanna makata na honna raga mai pakna ba honna si adana ina praja miyam da su a support soyok nijari.
Dr. S. Ranjan expressed gratitude to Chief Minister Ann Biren for believing in him and giving him the ministerial bird, stating that Manipur is strategically located in the northeastern corner of India. He emphasized the need to take up work swiftly under the 8S policy and also assured that he will give his focus on the same.
ngasi honorable CM thajabe thambiduna ibu council of ministers ta yawan bipin ta honorable CM bo yamna thagat pa nungai jaba pongtok chari yamna responsibility ni malam da manipur gi chawka thaurangi BJP led government na chahi manga sang na manipur gi damakta in terms of development and all round aspect development se purakna bajida taibu handaki amuka chahi manga gi sida sigi teams ri yawan bipin damakta honorable CM jaba thagat pa pongtok chari.
Khurai MLA L. Susindro, who was also sworn in as a minister, expressed elation for getting a chance to serve the people of Manipur. He also assured that he will give priority on uprooting drug issues from the state.
I tasena ga na hamu tada khoi Manipur le prajapunam po ai amukana kurumjari aduga ai kendra da leba prajapunam po ekai kono utchabaloina na mayam puno bo so amukana thanks tawjari tasena ai hana Praja Kurai Kendra Katagi Seba Tozram Nasi Manipur Miam Punomuki Seba Tovo Fangani Habida Mukana in on the Nungai Adu Matata Ain Yan Hamada Togena Kan Bahabatare Hoi Government Sigi Yamnatangai for the Nahuzi local labor Hoi war on drugs Masi a stage the hand support Toraga Hoi Samasa Mang Badagi Manga the Rubus Hamas the Kalona Madiana I Togena Kali.
Sekmai MLA Haikam Dingo saw gratitude to Chief Minister Anne Brent and other BJP leaders for giving him a chance to work for the citizens of Manipur, stating that the ministerial berth might have been given to him because he is a representative of the scheduled caste. Dingo promised to lay emphasis on the welfare of scheduled caste.
Hojik leiba Modi ji ki vision da su koi minority sing adagi sothoro ba kanglup sing da hena emphasis pi haibagi adung ba pandam ma leibni na madu da yengaga aina pibirak pra haiduna ai atum ba thamoi gi mota athamjani adu loina loina na aina hena thaga chaning basi ai mamang da khoi honorable chief minister ko party leaders mayam ma thaga chagre adu khwai gi hena moena nungai ba hena thaga chaning basi maruina khoi gi senior journalist sing adu media gi sinau sing adi handaki minister but phangbasi da khoine achauba thodang lobi gi brana khale maruina hojik si kenu gi ngasai gi department khoi pirak trim ni na adi portfolio pirak trim ni na hojikti madu focus to nanu hona bu katang lu budra na khale adu department pirak kanda portfolio do pirak kanda madu da khangani.
Out of the 12 cabinet minister of BJP-led government, Dr. S. Ranjan, H. Dingo, L. Susindro, Y. Khemchan, T.H. Basanta and Kasim Basum are the minister who got the ministerial berth for the first time. Nambol MLA T.H. Basanta and Bishnupur MLA Govindas Konthauzam fought the 12 Manipur Legislative Assembly elections on BJP ticket for the first time. Chief Minister Anne Birint, Agriculture Minister T.H. Bishwajit, Mahut Minister Y. Khemchan, Works Minister Govindas Konthauzam, Commerce and Industries Minister Nemcha Kipgint, MLA Santo government officials attended the swearing-in ceremony.
The property do swear in the name of God that I will be by you instantly, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and sincerely discharge my duty as a minister of the state.
I, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, do swear in the name of God, which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a minister for the state of Manipur. I,
Sanjay Sukulo, make true, fair and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by you established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will discharge my duty as a minister for the state of Manipur.
I can't go saying to swear for revealing any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me.
I, Dhanarjan Basanta Singh, do not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a minister.
I
swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity faithfully and consistently, continuously discharge my duty as a minister for the state of Manipur.
The Manipur Legislative Assembly will surely pass the Manipur's Hill Areas Autonomous District Council Bill 2021 without affecting the interests of both hills and valley. 40 steps are being taken up in consultation with the leaders concerned. As such, the ADC elections need to be held in peace. This was stated by MLA of Technopal Assembly constituency Lepao Haukip, who was just sworn in as a cabinet minister today. Talking to media persons on the sideline of the swearing-in ceremony at the Raj Bhavan, Minister Lepao Haukip said the government is carefully looking into the ADC bill so as not to create any ill will between the people of hills and valley. The bill is being thoroughly looked into so as not to affect either hills or valley. Moreover, the ADC will be given more power, Lepao Haukip said, and appealed to all concerned to have the ADC elections conducted in peace, free and fair.
ADC bill ase akoi sarkar na semi hoji semi id akoi gi hana class 8 phau piram badu class 10 bau pi abra kitang hengat pa power am pi gani adubo hoji asigi bill ase ordinance amuk pothokpa assembly da neina ba asi adagi delimitation sigi wari ba tang se sanaraga de amu akoi gi ADC election sin nangaroi ADC election si asiloraga tawni hek haibada ichingmi ichini naw singna noi sarkar na election tawning da boi noi yeithokna ba policy tawbone na amu kani aduna prajamiyam da ngasi thamjaning badi ADC election si peacefully pangthok hansi bill adu chingi su soktaba tamgi su soktaba ayaba empowerment amadi suksoi soidana tawgani haibase isana hoigi coordination committee TN Hills ki commissioner adagi hoigi Manipur gi planet advocate mayam ga aina legislator degi mahut selakanda ani ahum lak sure khoi phaminaba law se kai vai phau chatpaya ba leidana hoigi state within state nungai roi haiba tamgi now sing chief secretary ani level tabagi wari mayamadu karai bhau yadagi adu walkout toraga soidana masigi bill se pass tawgani ADC election peacefully pangthok hansi se miyam da ngasi thamjani.
As part of the celebration of 42nd Foundation Day of BJP, Mahut Minister Y. Khemchand handled the people in cleaning the solid waste disposed along Nambul River today. Minister Y. Khemchand asserted that as long as waste are thrown into Nambul River, Loktak cannot be safe. The cleanliness drive was jointly organized by BJP Imphal West District and Imphal Municipal Corporation. The members of BJP Imphal West Mandul and Imphal Municipal Corporation carried the drive from Hauba Marak Ngangom Lekai area to Hairangoi Thong since early morning today. Speaking on the sidelines, Minister Y. Khemchand said the cleanliness drive was carried out with an objective to keep areas under the jurisdiction of IMC and its adjoining areas neat and clean. Stating that the draining of waste into Nambul River during the rainy season is the main cause of pollution of Loktak Lake, he said, Loktak Lake cannot be safe as long as people continue to throw waste into Nambul River and its surrounding. He further expressed the need for IMC to monitor dumping of waste by people residing near Nambul River, saying that a system will be developed to stop throwing of waste into and on the bank of the river. He sought support from local clubs, Mairapai organizations and the people towards the initiative. Khemchand further stressed the role of every individual in keeping Imphal city neat and clean. Water Resource Relief and Disaster Minister Awangbong Nyumai and MLA K. Ranjit paid an inspection visit at Pangal Tabi in Kakching district, where around 100 houses were wrecked by violent storm in the intervening night of April 14 and 15. The legislature also extended immediate relief to the victim families. SDO of Waikong Subdivision M. Kapaljit Stabs and Pradhan of Pangal Tabi Gram Panchayat also took part in the inspection visit. Speaking on the sidelines, Minister Awangbong Nyumai said that the role of a government is to protect its people. He assured that the government will take up necessary relief mission for the people to alleviate their hardships.
Government side ki hoi tamoga yauraga udoba punamakti ai delay tawda bida thengda bida ai hotnage habise miyam da tamjaninge.
Taking part in the visit, MLA K. Ranjit said natural calamities are unavoidable. However, it is fortunate that no casualty and injuries were reported in the incident, the MLA said. Ranjit assured that he will extend possible help from his side to families whose houses were blown away by the storm. A relief camp will also be set up for the victim families, he added.
Mioyisingbuda mateng khara soina pijarambudu pesase mayamna sangsat amadi yenga mateng khara pang ko mayamna sindiyu haidana ai simatam thamjage.
27 families of Pangaltabi, 21 of Chairil and 37 of Nungai, Sabam under Wangu Gram Panchayat suffered damages in the natural disaster. MLA K. Ranjit handed over 1 lakh rupees financial relief each to committees of different areas. Over 208 houses of Pangaltabi, Chairil and Wangu Gram Panchayat also suffered damage in the storm. A team of narcotics cell of Imphal East arrested 2 drug dealers along with 16 grams of heroin powder and a single barrel without license around 4:30 p.m. yesterday. According to the sources from the police, the team led by SP of Imphal East M. Pradeep arrested the persons during frisking at Komidok Sorok Mapal Higrumakhong. The arrested persons have been identified as MD Sana Jauba, 37 years old, and his wife Ibem, 27 years old, of Komidok Sorok Mapal. Further 5 drug users were also found sitting at their residence using heroin powder in a room. The police arrested them and later handed over to rehabilitation center. The 2 arrested persons along with the seized items were also handed over to OC of Hangang Police Station for further necessary legal action. Stating that making Hindi compulsory till class 10 in the northeastern states of India is an attempt of cultural assimilation of minority communities by major communities. All Manipur Arts and Culture Students Union demanded the government to revoke the decision immediately. Amaksu in a press release said the Hindi has been part of school syllabus till class 8. However, the imposition of Hindi till class 10 is a conduct of authoritarian government. The annual general body meeting of Manipur Hockey for the year 2020 to 2021 was held today at Kuman Lampak Hockey Stadium. Executive board members, live members, representatives of district hockey units and also the affiliated club representatives attended the EGBM. President of Manipur Hockey Basudev Singh presided over the meeting. Live President former Olympian KH Toiba, General Secretary Seram Neken, Treasurer and Ranjit and CEO L Basanta Sarma were also present at the meeting. The meeting passed the audited statement of accounts presented by the Treasurer and the activities reported for the year 2020 to 2021 represented by the General Secretary. Certain amendments to the existing constitutions of Manipur Hockey have also been effected on the lines and pattern of Hockey India. In the amended constitutions, the Executive Board of Manipur Hockey will have 11 elected members, namely 1 president, 2 vice presidents, 1 male and 1 female, 1 general secretary, 1 treasurer, 2 joint secretaries, 1 male and 1 female, and 4 executive members. Beside the 11 members, there will be 1 live president, 1 chief executive officer and technical director, 4 athlete representatives, 2 males and 2 females, 6 associate vice presidents and 5 associate joint secretaries. During the meeting, the representatives of affiliated hockey clubs submitted suggestions for improvement of the working of Manipur Hockey. The suggestions were received for further discussion at the next meeting. Speaking at the meeting, General Secretary of Manipur Hockey, Seram Neken, expressed confidence that hockey in Manipur will develop more and the Manipur Hockey will get stronger in due course of time. He appealed to all concerned not to set up another separate registered body of hockey as it will create a lot of impediments for hockey in Manipur and also weaken the Manipur Hockey.
District body photos. I am Sandra person oil organization. The district association almost
Here we have a short commercial break. Please stay tuned for more update.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khudingmak wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation.
Welcome back again after the break. India reported a total of 975 new COVID-19 cases with 4 deaths in the last 24 hours. With this, India's COVID-19 tally climbed to 4.30 crore, while the active cases increased to 11,366 according to Union Health Ministry data. The number of deaths climbed to 5.21 lakh with 4 more fatalities in the last 24 hours. The active cases comprise 0.03% of the total infections, and the national COVID-19 recovery rate remained at 98.76%, the ministry said. The daily positivity rate was also recorded at 0.32% and the weekly positivity rate at 0.26%. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4.25 crore. On the other hand, the total number of COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country under the nationwide vaccination drive has exceeded 186.38 crore. India cannot afford to remain stagnant at the juncture and it has to become self-reliant, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said today. He was speaking after unveiling a 108 feet tall statue of Lord Hanuman in Gujarat's Morbi via video link on the occasion of Hanuman Jayanti. Prime Minister said that he would request the sons of the country to teach people to buy local products only and use things made by local people. The Prime Minister added that foreign-made things may make people feel good, but it won't have the feel of hard work of the people and the scent of Mother Earth. He also added that in the next 25 years, if people just use local products, there won't be unemployment of the people. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwan Mann today announced 300 units of free electricity each month for every household in the state from July 1st. Mann says scheduled castes, backward castes, below poverty line household and freedom fighters currently getting free 200 units each month will now get 300 units of electricity monthly, adding that if their consumption is more than 600 units in 2 months, then they will be charged only for the exceeded units. The Chief Minister said for other households, if the electricity consumptions exceed 600 units in 2 months, then the consumer will have to pay for the entire power uses. Moreover, he said there would be no increase in the electricity tariff for industrial and commercial consumers, while free power to the farming community would continue. The announcement comes as the Bhagwan Mann-led government in the state completed 1 month in the office today. Damodar Ropeways and Infra Limited will pay a compensation of 25 lakh rupees each to the family members and dependents of all 3 people who lost their lives in the ropeway mishap that took place last Sunday, April 10. The company's general manager Hassis Moita confirmed that a check of 25 lakh rupees each for all 3 deceased was handed over to district administration on Friday, April 15. Moita said that the company will do everything possible for the victims' family. The state government had also announced a compensation of 5 lakh rupees each for the deceased family. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said about 2,500 to 3,000 Ukrainian troops have been killed in 7 weeks of war with Russia and about 10,000 have been injured. There was no count of civilian casualties, he said that 19,000 to 20,000 Russian soldiers had been killed in the war, now in its 8th week. Moscow said last month that 1,351 Russian soldiers had been killed and 3,825 wounded. Fighting was intense in Mariupol as Ukraine said it was trying to break Russia's siege of the southeastern port city. However, the United States believed that the Moskva was hit by 2 Ukrainian missiles and there were Russian casualties, although numbers were unclear, a senior US official said. Now let's recap the headlines once again. Six more ministers sworn in Governor Ganesha minister's oath of office and secrecy. Manipur's Hill Areas Autonomous District Council Bill 2021 will surely be passed without affecting interests of both hills and valleys, says newly sworn in minister Letpao Hauke. And as long as waste thrown into Nambul River, Loktak Lake cannot be safe, asserts Minister Y. Kemchan. That's the end for today's News English Bulletin. Keep watching MAMI TV News for more update.